Hey guys, welcome back. It's Redox. Thanks again for joining me here with another video. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of amazing games with Nod. And of course, we have 1 day left before the season resets. So you want to get to the highest rank or the highest position you can before the season ends, because there's going to be new rewards in the next month, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but I'm also trying my best to hit Tiberium League now with my Nod faction and GDI. But anyways, I brought the standard Nod army. There is really nothing too spectacular. There's no interesting units in my army composition. But anyways, I make 2 laser squads here. I see that attack bike running for my Harveys. And of course, I want to protect my Harvester. You can see my opponent, he's got stealth tanks. He's got 3 Temple of Nod units, including the Basilisk, Flame Tank, and Cyborg. So he wants to kill that Harvester real bad. And that Chem Buggy combo with the attack bike is so annoying and hard to deal with. My Harvester is already below half health. And I finally get my War Factory up with my attack bike, which was my only option to defend against the Chem Buggy and the attack bike at the same time. Now, unfortunately, his Chem Buggy is going to go around, kill my laser squad, plus his attack bikes at level 10, beating my attack bikes. All my units, while my units' levels are lower, so I wasn't going to win that fight. And he does take out that Harvester, giving him 300 crystals. I built a whole bunch of tanks now, and I secured the first missile just in time because I'm focusing more on the missile at this point. You know, these games where you have to beat your opponent quickly before he gets out those crazy Temple of Nod units, you need to capture those launch pads fast. So I actually worry and care more about the launch pads now than protecting my Harvester. I always try to protect my Harvester, but a lot of these times I end up losing them because my opponent's units are simply stronger, or he just goes for that rush tactic and I don't defend against it. But anyways, my Scorpion tanks are doing pretty well. I only go for tanks because I only see attack bikes, Chem Buggies right now. I don't see anything else. I see that Temple of Nod, but Scorpion tanks are average moving speed units, so they're pretty good. And look at that, it takes 1 hit from that stealth tank volley as well, and I end up killing one of his Harvester here, and I'll try to end up killing his second Harvester here as well. My Scorpion tanks are doing work. I actually never thought I was going to use the Scorpion tank this effectively until I started using the Nod standard army again. And he brings a stealth tank across the battlefield to take out my Harvester, and I'm going to keep sending out my tanks to deal out damage, harass his Harvester as much as I can, because I know he's got Temple of Nod units and I want to stop him from farming. I lose my Harvester, and at this point I don't really care. Missile's almost done anyways, so what I'm going to do is build more tanks. They got a lot of health, move them onto all these launch pads, and I'm just going to try to secure that missile while his stealth tank is just chilling, trying to kill my Harvesters. His Cyborgs are arriving just a little bit too late there. And there we go. I end up winning the game as I secure all these 3 launch pads. And Scorpion tanks doing work. They do a lot of damage. They're average moving units, unlike the slower Predator tanks. So they're pretty good against killing Harvesters by sending them across the field. And they can also hold launch pads relatively well due to their high health. So anyways, that's the first game here. There we go. Alright, this will be the second game to my Nod climb to Tiberium League, and it's against the Tiberium League opponent itself. And he has Dr. Liang, GDI, unknown enemy units. What could that mean? Just Tech Lab, right? I'm going to slow it down here. Now, I build a single Harvester. Well, actually, I'm going to move it to normal speed here. He builds 1 Harvester, right? And I'm going to build a laser squad to see what he's got, possibly a double Harvester because he's Dr. Liang, of course. He's got unknown units. He builds a second Harvester, but he does this crazy maneuver where he moves his second Harvester down, and it doesn't get into my vision. So I actually don't end up seeing this double Harvester. Crazy little move that he pulls off by pivoting that little Harvester around. And at this point, I do see a Harvester there, and I'm thinking, okay, that could be a second Harvester, but the second Harvester could also be onto the top launch pad as well, on the top side, the top crystal field. But with my attack bikes, I do scout him out at this point and see that he does have a double Harvester for sure. But that little crazy maneuver definitely can trick you and make you think that, okay, he doesn't have 2 Harvesters because his second Harvester could be on the top crystal field. But anyways, that's something I just wanted to let you guys know. It was very interesting to know in this game. I knew this was going to be a hard game. But anyways, I'm going to just try to capture this launch pad as quickly as I can, as this missile is almost done. So I send out many Venoms here, as he has shockwaves, jump jets. I can't hit my Venoms, and I send out one attack bike to deal with the top launch pad there. He tries to kill my harvester with his jump jets, because of course he has 3 tech lab units. Dangerous units. He's already got a sandstorm up now. And of course, sandstorms are going to wreck Venoms and attack bikes easily. My only real choice against the sandstorm was either going to be the laser squad or it was going to be scorpion tanks. I'm going to slow it down a bit here. But I built a scorpion tank thinking maybe my level 9 scorpion tank could handle that one sandstorm, but that was a mistake. Clearly, you need to have two tanks at least to deal with, especially a sandstorm that's at the same level as your tank. Unless the sandstorm was 2 levels under, you're not going to beat it with a single tank. And he's got the healing drone as well, and that's going to heal that high health of the sandstorm back to its full health. So I'm in a little bit of a troubled spot here, and I built 2 tanks. I get my Venom to attack that jump jet as much as I can. So what I'm going to do is combine 2 tanks with 1 Venom to deal with his sandstorms. So ideally what I'm trying to do is move my 2 tanks to attack the sandstorm while my Venom takes out his jump jets. And that's what I do here. One of my tanks go down immediately there. He's Dr. Liang drone, you know, keeps healing that thing, which is so annoying. He's got a Kodiak coming too now, as you guys can see. And Kodiaks are going to decimate my tanks. But finally, 2 of my tanks will take down that very difficult to deal with sandstorms. Of course, I could have went for laser squads, but I preferred tanks in this case just because tanks felt a bit more beefy and they just feel a bit mobile because of their attack and move command. And the missile's almost done at this point. I tile block his sandstorm to the south while I have Venoms in the middle launch pad. And he gets a Juggernaut there out very late. His Kodiaks can't attack air units. So, easy. I just have to either build Banshees or Venoms, send it to the middle launch pad. And I got the top launch pad secured by sending a Flame Squad, dealing with his infantry on the top. And then I tile blocked his sandstorm with my quick attack bikes. Easy, right? You just have to outplay your opponent. You can make it easy by outplaying your opponent like I did in these last 2 games. Alright, and this is the 3rd challenge battle I want to show you guys here. And it's going to be against the Nod opponent once again. And, you know, once again, if it's a challenge battle, you're going to expect Basilisks or something like that, of that sort from your Nod opponent. Cutting it down to my view. And once again, oh no, that's his view. You can see that he's got Basilisks, Confessor, and Cyborgs. He's got attack bikes, Giga Cannon, and a buggy as his 3 War Factory units. So he's going to have just War Factory units. You can see that level 11 buggy. That's going to absolutely wreck my level 8 laser squads. They won't stand a chance against a single buggy. That's 3 levels higher. So I go for a War Factory because, you know what, I got to build attack bikes or tanks. And I'm thinking more toward tanks here at this point because, of course, I know he's going to bring out either his own tanks or he's going to build attack bikes if I build mine. And I know he's going to have higher level, superior level attack bikes or tanks. Look at that, level 10 attack bikes once again. Every single of my opponent is going to just have higher levels. But it's all about outplaying them. And I've won most of my games. You know, I have a very high win rate when I play on my iPad and I'm not actually doing a live stream because I focus 100% on my game. And on the iPad, I just find it easier for myself at least, because I like using my fingers more than my mouse. But anyways, I build many tanks here because I see War Factory units, buggies, attack bikes. I'm guessing this guy's another War Factory player. He could have 10 buggies as well, so Laser Squad is not the answer. And I see a Harvester there, so I know it's a double Harvester. I see a Giga Cannon as well. I avoid that Giga Cannon. What do? Of course, go for that Harvester ASAP, because you don't want that Harvester mining all those crystals. I know this guy's got 3 Temple of Nod units. It's just expected. I see this like in so many of my games, whether it's GDI or Nod players, they always try to go for some crazy scary units. But at the end of the day, it's about capturing missiles. That's what I'm focusing on, and it's also about killing those harvesters. Unless you somehow end up base rushing your opponent, which will not happen in Masters and Tiberium. It's very rare that does happen. It's not gonna happen as much. But you can see my beautiful crystal blocks forcing his harvesters to run around, and it's just so hilarious. These cute little harvesters running around in a train formation, forced to not be able to farm here as my tanks are so mobile and is able to shut these harvesters down. And you know, he has a Temple of Nod up, but he doesn't have enough crystals, and that's why he can't really pump out any Temple of Nod units. And it was just unfortunate for him because he could have went for a Giga Cannon as well, but He knew his Giga Cannon was going to get outmaneuvered, outpitted by my tanks, and get absolutely wrecked. And this is what happens when you get shut down really hard, and you just don't have enough crystals to pump out 120 crystal costing Basilisk or a Cyborg. And that's what you really have to do. You have to be the better player, despite the opponent's levels in all of these 3 games, and in all my games right now that I'm playing against to climb to the Tiberian League in this last day. I win most of them just because I'm outmaneuvering my opponent. I'm focusing on launch pads, and I do try my best to protect my harvesters. In a lot of the cases, they always try to kill my harvesters because, of course, that 300 crystals is going to give them Temple of Nod or Tech Lab 1 step ahead. And even though I lose my harvesters in a lot of those cases, you don't give up. You just keep playing, you try to focus on the launch pads, and you try to kill those harvesters. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's about the micro, and it's about who can tile block better, and who can counter your opponent's units better as well. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Scorpion takes, because I'm loving these guys in my not standard army to my climb here in the Tiberian League. And I'll see you guys next time.